This screen really is so huge. I can see everything.
It's so beautiful.
NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have been completion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Attack here, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Cannon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Edwards able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Here's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now a throw on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They have extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Darnold on third and goal. Escaping the pressure, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now, 185.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is react and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
29. Down. 180.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
808.
Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Down. 280. But 5-man box.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in and developed. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This is Marshall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This is Richard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
808. Down. 280.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jets have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
93. 93.
On second down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Down. 180.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on second down. Carr. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, Carr flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Here we go. Come here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they can't bring him down. And down right around the 37. 34 yards there at a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Be lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Get down. Wide 80. Cut.
Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Carr to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Down. Wide 85.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Again, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Now maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 56 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go again with Cannon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. Back later for a football team, now it's up to the other and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time. Drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Checked it down. First down. And that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run to Marshall. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hey, we're good.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just a whole lot of guys.
He is over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now, 280. Go Chief.
From midfield, here's Carr. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. In a lot of ways, the scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, 734.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Monday, down. You wide 88. 280.
From the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Carr buying time to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Cannon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
There's a give to Richard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to float this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Richard. And he's got room. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want. But the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the coordinator might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep for his punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach, they felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
6-18.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Tomorrow's got it, left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the ground, Richard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing now is Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
319! 319!
On 3rd down, it's Cannon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. He'll look to throw. A win would be their first of the young season. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper in the final minute. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first, this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Darnold now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now is Blair Walsh. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Jets are going to win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a game effort, but they do indeed fall to defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
So we're trying to get in a fucking game here. Billig's on the clock. I'm on the clock. The whole league's on the clock. And of course, I get into the room here, and we have the Xbox One needs a fucking update. Go figure. Unbelievable. How long can this shit fucking take? Welcome to the show, whoever the hell's online. This is terrible. I haven't played Madden since my last ass whooping. I feel like I don't even know how to play the game after my last outing. It was so terrible. Gonna have to get it together. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm switching playbooks. Gonna try out a New England book here. And it might take me some growing pains. I don't know how well I'm gonna play tonight. It might take me a little bit to get used to it, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. Please restart faster. Ugh, God. It's week 2, season 2 here. The update is going a little bit faster. I got my Ice Punch mug here ready to rock. Let's fucking do this. I gotta get a drink. Of course, the console is restarting. Go figure. Tommy with a big win there. We just saw Team Villain. We saw the Xbox is restarting right now. Tom was losing there. Or winning, and then he was losing, or he was tied. Travis with that huge fucking touchdown bomb. I saw it. I had the fucking baby in the arms. I couldn't comment or clip it. I don't know why you guys don't clip shit, but man, that was a wild touchdown there at the end of that game. Applying update now. Oh my God. Could this get any worse? Just talking to Billy here for 2 seconds. Welcome to the show. Do not unplug your console. 67% and counting. Ugh. This just taking a minute here. Maybe turn up some fucking lights so people can see me. There we go. Brighten this room up a little bit. What's going on? We were up to 10 people. Now we're down to about 4. I'm going to try to do Dev Nation Live Radio tomorrow morning. cover the first couple weeks of the new season. See what the hell's going on there. I don't know who the hell has done what. They're doing the install right now. 3435. What in God's name is this? This is just taking forever. Why? I hate my life. Just fucking waiting for this shit to get done. Still just kind of plotting away, waiting here. We're about 86% done. Let me just see if I can fucking... Does this work here?